Good evening. My name is Suresh Sundram and I'm from the Mental Health Research Institute. Firstly, my apologies for not being there at the annual 1 in 5 Extreme event tonight, but I'm on my way to New Zealand to present some of our important work at an international scientific meeting there. My team and I at the Mental Health Research Institute are dedicated to understanding the causes of the major psychotic disorders like major depression, bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. Through this, we hope to be able to develop better, more effective treatments and ultimately to develop preventative and curative strategies for these devastating disorders. Such ambitious goals are not easily achieved, however. Our work is laborious and painstaking, taking many years to achieve results. Explaining such work, however, does not make for riveting after-dinner conversation. So instead, what I'd like to do is to share with you a personal story, the story of someone whose life, family and community has been touched by mental illness. But also, this is the story of someone who has participated in a clinical research program that has resulted in major improvements and advances in the way that he has been able to deal with his mental illness. Clinical research that your generous support and the work of organisations like 1 in 5 have been able to provide.
Hello, my name is John. I suffer from bipolar disorder, which is formerly known as manic depression. I would like to give this presentation to thank 1 in 5 today for the great contribution that they make towards research in this area and other mental illnesses, and just to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I, like you, believe in the importance of research for now and ongoing. If we are to effectively understand these mental illnesses, we need to know how they manifest themselves so that people like myself can move forward. In the early days of my illness, I was completely unawares as I had lost complete objectivity and was floundering, wandering around without any sign of hope. My journey has been a living hell at times. I found myself in the courts for reasons unknown to myself with absolutely no insight or objectivity, which is part of the symptoms of the disease. I also have to fill out forms every year for the RTA in order to maintain my driver's licence. As a fully qualified secondary teacher, I additionally have to maintain my fitness so that I can work within my profession. I have participated in research at the Northern Psychiatric Hospital with novel drugs which has enabled me to be stabilised, as well as undertaken research with the Mental Health Research Institute that has enabled researchers and medicos to better understand bipolar disorder. I've been lucky with my recovery, unlike thousands of others who suffer from a mental illness and are not so fortunate. This is why your contribution and the ongoing research is imperative so that people can put their lives back on track and move forward with their lives again. Thank you again to 1 in 5 for the great contribution that you make to research. And I'd also like to say it's fantastic that you people are gathered here tonight so that you can be part of my solution whilst I can cease to be part of the problem. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
John's story highlights the devastating impact of mental illness. But John is one of the lucky ones. He was able to access a research medication that has been able to help him considerably in dealing with bipolar disorder. Unfortunately, for far too many people, current treatments are either ineffective or carry intolerable side effects. Our team at the Mental Health Research Institute is dedicated to try and develop better, newer, more effective treatments that don't have some of the terrible side effects that are commonly associated with the current crop of drugs that we use to treat these disorders. But such medical research is costly and capricious, and finding the funding to support our work is difficult, mostly because the paybacks are not guaranteed. It is our role and responsibility, along with your support, to send a clear message to government and funding bodies that mental illness is important and that we as a community need to take responsibility to improve the lives of those so afflicted. We can only keep our work going through the generous support of people like you and organisations like 1 in 5, with the work of the Wardlaw family, their friends and their kind and generous supporters. I, on behalf of our team and the Mental Health Research Institute, would like to thank you for your kind and generous support. Have a great night and good evening.